Hey guys, Rocco here. Are you sick of people that trash movies? Sick of morons that can't find the good parts of movies, that just like complaining about things? Are you sick of film critics and critics, to be honest? Do you just want to hear a normal guy's opinion who obviously loves and knows what he's talking about when it comes to movies? Well, if you do, then this is the fucking review for you. Ready Player One. Let's get it on. What I want, you got, it might be hard to handle, but like a flame that burns a candle. This is your disclaimer. This review will run for about 5 minutes. Then when I give this warning, it's fucking spoiler time. Guys, I don't know how to explain my utter joy watching this film. Now, the first thing I'd like to say, if someone could sum this up into one neat little sentence, I would say this is Steven Spielberg's thank you letter to all the people who watched and played video games in the 80s and 90s. Let's get what all the critics are fucking trying to pick out, because critics, you notice, will pick real small shit when a movie's perfect. Now, a lot of people are picking the CG in this movie. A lot of like, oh, it's too much CGI, it's too much special effects and all that shit. Unfortunately, guys, this is the world we live in now, where visual effects are now creating things that we can't possibly create in real life, such as every video game character and movie character from films you loved in one place. So, get the fuck over it, or go and watch When Harry Met Sally again. A lot of people have criticised the bad guy for not being bad enough, but hey, it's not Saw. He's not Jigsaw or Leatherface. There's no need for peeling faces off and blood and guts in a movie like this. It has no place. It's kind of like E.T. The bad guys are bad. Same with Goonies. The bad guys are bad, but they're sort of a bit comical at the same time. That's exactly what we get here with Ben Mendelsohn's character, the main bad guy, Sorrento, who works for the company. Guys, the meat and potatoes of Ready Player One lies in its utter family-friendly genius. It's Spielberg back to E.T. You know, when he produced the Goonies, Gremlins, that sort of thing. It's hard subjects, but tackled in a way that you can enjoy. We're not going to get into the Easter eggs. The movie's great. Go and see it for yourself, guys. If you like anything that you see in the background here, go and see it. And my God, the references are brilliant. Went into this film thinking, I wonder if we're going to see stuff to do with Aliens, Terminator, you know, like Friday the 13th. Yeah, we got them all. We got absolutely everything. As far as I could tell from first viewing, we didn't get a Predator reference, but I'm sure someone will correct me, hopefully in the comments. Alright, this is the non-spoiler part of the review. We're going to kick this one off quick and do it fast, because I don't like doing this scripted shit and writing down what I think of and then reading it out. It never comes out good. It doesn't come out kinetic. So, Ready Player One. In the future, we have a new Bill Gates. His name is James Halliday. The reason he has so much fucking money is because he's created a virtual video game world called the Oasis. And in the Oasis, it's sort of a play on words. The Oasis is the good part, right? The virtual video game world is beautiful. You can do whatever you want. You can shoot at cops with Scarface. You can ice skate with Tonya Harding. You can punch Muhammad Ali or the Pope in the face. Whichever you prefer, you can do it in the Oasis. But once you step out of the Oasis, like in a real Oasis, there's a desert around. But this desert is the built up, ultra fucking packed and rubbish and trashed world of Earth. So everyone's living in the Oasis. Everyone who's anyone does their business in the Oasis. There's all sorts of things, right? People live in the Oasis. Halliday creates the Oasis, then the old bastard croaks on us. When he dies, but he leaves a video will. And in that video will says, whoever finds the Easter egg hidden within the Oasis, / my game, will inherit $1 trillion, his fortune, plus the game of the Oasis. Plus, you get a pat on the back by pretty much everyone in the world. Good deal. So, the hunt is on for the Easter egg and control of the game. There's a company called IOI, sort of a play on, you know, the binary code thing. They're just numbers. They want the Oasis. They want to monetize it. They want to put so many ads on the screen that it will just not give you a seizure. That's how bad they are. The rest of the world sort of want the Oasis to stay free and remain the way it is because it's pretty cool inside. So the hunt is on for the Easter egg. Who will get it? Wade Watts and his group of Goonies in the future, or Sorrento and his group of assholes in the future? Well, this is the end of the non-spoiler review, so I suggest, guys, I absolutely love this film. Go and see it. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s, or if you even just love 80s and 90s and pop culture, even if you don't, there's plenty of new shit for you in this. There's Master Chief, there's Traces, there's actually a few characters from Overwatch. There's Gears of War, man. It just goes. Ninja Turtles, then you got the new Ninja Turtles, not the cool old ones, the new shitty ones with the fucking goggles and fucking weird stuff and look all bulked up like The Rock if he ate some sort of green shit for the rest of his life. Guys, everything is in this film. Goro is in this film. Aliens references. Oh my god. Guys, I could go all day. There's even a fucking reference to that Tom Cruise movie where he plays the bartender, Cocktail. I lost my mind when I saw that. I was like, this is too much. I spent 90% of this movie with a smile on my face. And when I didn't have a smile on my face, it was this look from seeing something so amazing. It was like that, right? Guys, Ready Player One. I absolutely love this film. This film to me is what Spielberg is at his best, making a nice, family, light-hearted, fun and entertaining movie. Okay, so now we come to... Okay, everyone still here at this point in time, you've either seen the movie or you don't care, you're just so anxious, you need to know exactly how cool, what it is, if the references were fucked up, all that type of deal. Well, I'm here to tell you guys. As someone who actually knows movies a lot better than probably a lot of people you've seen on YouTube, guys, this movie's got the goods, and it's got the goods in the way that you would imagine. It's everything you've ever dreamed of. I went into this film thinking, I wonder if we're going to see like aliens references, like stuff that's a bit hardcore. Yep. They're all in it. Everything you could possibly imagine is in this film. The film starts off with your sweep through the oasis. It's beautiful. You get a shot from inside the space of Oasis, so there's planets everywhere. You've got your Minecraft planet that's building up. That looks absolutely stunning. The Minecraft's building and getting bigger. The whole planet is Minecraft. You've got sports planets. You've got racing planets. I think I saw a race car race that was going through, or it was some sort of a rocket sled race. They were going through a tornado. So we got the house from Wizard of Oz. We got the truck from Twister, the Storm Chaser with Dorothy in the back. Guys, I could go all day with references, but I don't want this review to go 2 hours, so I'm just going to peg the little ones that I remember while I'm trying to spit this out for you. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat I've spotted. You've got your Marios, you know, you've got all sorts of stuff. StarCraft, Warhammer. You've got Big Daddy from Bioshock. These guys are all present in the main battle, as well as your Iron Giant, who's now piloted by one of the characters. Starts us directly off into the race that we've all seen in the trailers with the DeLorean and everything you love. That race, guys, is absolutely mind-blowing. I can't even count how many fucking references there were in the film. I didn't even try. My mind was just swimming with it. My favourite references and Easter eggs is all I'm going to cover here, because I know there's different things people have seen, and after one screening, I definitely have not seen them all. So my favourite is, spoiler the fuck alert, it's coming at you now. Kong is fantastic in the race sequence. And not only do you see that race once, but you see it twice. They fail the first time, and they have to do it correctly the second time. Absolutely amazing. It's not the same footage over and over again. It's two completely different visual effects sequences of that race. And it's groin-grabbingly good. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I really couldn't. My mate turned to me at the end of the movie and he went, that was fucking brilliant. Right, Kong, he just stood out. Even though we've seen him in the trailers and you're thinking, oh man, tell me something I don't know about. Well, here's something you don't know about. Aliens. There is so many aliens and alien references to the Ridley Scott, James Cameron films in this movie that it blew me away. For starters, Artemis, the lead female character, sort of the love interest of Wade Watts, whose name in-game is Parzival. She is flipping through a weapons screen in her heads-up display at one stage and comes to what I consider the most glorious weapon ever created in film or video game history, and that is the Alien Pulse Rifle. Not only does this thing look perfect, but it fucking sounds perfect, and just hearing the sound again made the hair stand up on the back of my neck, made the hair stand up on the back of my back, it made the hair stand up on the front of my balls. It was so good, guys, this stuff. They're t-shirts. like she'll have a t-shirt on it just looks like white lines. To the untrained movie brain, it looks like white lines. But what it is a actual scan of the Nostromo scanning LV-426, the planet in Alien, the first Alien from 1979. Now, guys, that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to references. Ben Mendelsohn's character, Sorrento, is the main bad guy. His avatar, even though he's the bad guy in the film, is pretty much Superman without the get-up on. It's Clark Kent, an evil Clark Kent with a kiss curl and no glasses on. Guys, it is amazing. It is so good what they've done with this film. Then we'll get to my second favourite part of the movie, which is to do with the second challenge. They find out they have to find a movie that James Halliday, the new Bill Gates, took a girlfriend, an unrequited love of his from the past, to go and see. And they're flipping through the movies, like you've got The Fly, 1986, you've got, anyway, they get to it. It's The Shining. In the book, it was sort of like War Games. The lead character, Parsifal, had to play his way through Matthew Broderick's movie, The War Games. So he had to do everything that was in the movie and remember it frame by frame. Here, it's kind of the same thing, but what Spielberg's done is he's made The Shining a level. So you have to negotiate your way through The Shining movie and survive. And guys, this is the pure brilliance of Ready Player One, is the recreation that Spielberg has done of The Shining. Like, they open the door and you are there, man. You're in the Overlook Hotel. You can see the silhouette of Jack Nicholson typing when the door first opens. I mean, it almost bring a tear to my eye how beautiful it is. Not only that, but does he acknowledge at the start of it that Stephen King hates this movie? I fucking love that. I love that Spielberg does not pull the punches in this movie when it comes to references. Guys, the Shining part is something that you need to see to believe. I'm not going to spoil it for you because there's a lot of things in it. Like, one of the characters hasn't seen The Shining. These guys are all up to date on pop culture, and he hasn't seen The Shining. So he's walking around in a world where we know what's going to happen, but he doesn't. And that leads for some real good entertainment. Guys, it's Ready Player One. Go and see it. If I haven't spurred you on enough, there are references to everything. Ninja Turtles, Overwatch, Doom, Top Gun, RoboCop, Cocktail, Ready Player One. Hang on a minute. No, that's the movie. Aliens, Friday the 13th. Chucky. Chucky has got one of the most standout bits in the whole movie. It's just, guys, you have to see this movie to believe it and enjoy it on the big screen. I'm not going to spoil anything else. Sergeant Rocco gives this movie 5 out of 5. That makes 10. Sergeant Rocco gives this movie 10 out of 10, guys, for the main reason that it is Spielberg back to his best. And if you don't think Spielberg at his best is worth 10 out of 10, I really probably don't really give a fuck about what you say about anything. It's sort of like, yeah, your opinion sort of goes down on a level for me when you can't acknowledge a genius and his work. It's like saying, yeah, Einstein was good, but he could have done a bit more for us. Wrong, guys. Steven Spielberg has made the greatest movies of our time, of my time, your time too, because you're alive now, and then he's capped it all off, which is a working masterpiece. Guys, when I walk around the house, every now and then I want to put a movie on and just have it playing while I'm doing stuff. I'm looking at YouTube, and we've got a movie on in the background. 9 times out of 10, it's a Spielberg one from the 80s or 90s. If it's not one he directed, it's one he produced, like Back to the Future, or Goonies, or Gremlins, or Poltergeist. It's something like that. Now, I have a new background movie that not only covers Spielberg's movies, but it covers all the movies that we love. It is the perfect movie, once you've seen it, of course, to just have on. Whenever you look at it, you're going to see something cool from a cool movie. I love Ready Player One, guys. Don't do film reviews often, ever. When I do, you can bet your ass you want to go to the cinemas and see this fucking thing. And if you miss it in the cinemas, one day when you meet me on the streets, I'm going to go, we're talking about movies that we love seeing in the cinemas, and I say, what about Ready Player One, man? You're going to have to slump away a little bit, and you're going to have to sort of so it's not worth it, guys. Just go and see Ready Player One. It's not worth the look of disappointment on my face. Hey man, did you go and see Ready Player One on the weekend? And you'd be like, nah, I missed it. And I'll be like, oh man. Hopefully, man, they'll rescreen it again, like when they bring out the sequel, but damn. You really fucked up, man. That's what you'll get. You'll get that from me. So, guys, go and see Ready Player One. People that don't get Easter eggs and movie references, and the people that sort of just watch movies for a bit of entertainment, you're going to love this as well. You don't need to know about video games. You don't need to know about pop culture. You can still enjoy this movie for what it is. A great story by a great director with a great cast. The cast was perfect. This is Sergeant Rocco not doing a review, but telling you to go and see a cool movie. We're mates. I'm telling you, mate, go and see this cool movie. It is wicked. You're going to love it. And then we can talk about it later in the comments section. I love it. Thank you, Steven Spielberg, for making my dreams come true. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I got too much candle, and the flame feeds candle. But the candle needs flame. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I got to what I want.